Dear viewers, welcome to the English portion of the Hausken panel here live from RWF booth at IWA Nuremberg 2023. Together with me today is Marcus from Hausken and Beatrice, aka Mrs. Wildboar, who are going to help me talk about the new, well, basically the entire Hausken portfolio. We are going to dive right in, but before we do this, I want to ask you, how do you guys like the show so far? Beatrice.
I absolutely loved it. I'm amazed, I have to say. Yesterday I've been watching videos the whole time.
Yes.
And I really appreciate it.
Marcus, did you have time to do some work at the trade show, or did you watch videos all the time as well? How do you like
I wish I could have, but it's work, but I love to be here, and it's very exciting to be here again.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. I know you're busy. We'll try to keep it short. As we are running under the slogan, Share the Passion, where we celebrate the industry, we celebrate what drives the industry in terms of innovation, what drives the industry in terms of hunting trends, and how this comes together under the umbrella of Share the Passion. So please allow me the question, Beatrice, what is your passion?
My passion is hunting. I started as a city girl, vegetarian, and...
This is such a great story, though.
Yes! And I started to be interested in the nature. And
but you said you started with fishing first, right?
Yes, there was step one. Fishing was step one. Hunting was step two. And my profession now is to be a forester and a professional hunter.
Now you are known all across social media for your hunting work, where you very vividly show the way you hunt and your lifestyle, basically.
Yes.
Marcus, when you hear something like this from a huntress like Beatrice, what is your passion?
Well, I'm also a hunter, and my passion today is to bring Hausken to all of you. Everybody should know it, and everybody should be able to experience the same, what I can experience when I use them.
You know what I like about this industry is that I often experience that, all right, I got the end user here, right? But then I got the professional brand guy here who's also a hunter. So what I love about this is the fact that you don't only manufacture the product, you use the product as well.
We use them, we live it, we love it.
So before we dive into, well, basically the entire portfolio world of Hausken, we are gonna kick off the show with a very cool portfolio video, and then we'll get right back. We'll talk about everything. I have a ton of questions that I want to ask you guys. Stay tuned. Video go. Marcus, kick-ass video, I might say. You guys got marketing material down. Seems like you have mastered the power of stillness. I'm just joking, sorry. But let's dive right into the portfolio world of Hausken. Before we do this, what Hausken silencer are you actually using?
I'm using the Light Extreme on really every gun I have.
The Light Extreme.
On every rifle, yes.
Marcus, please lead us through the portfolio of the Hausken. Where do we start? What's the smallest caliber? What's the biggest? Please go.
Well, there's a silencer for every caliber.
It seems like this.
Literally every caliber. Let's start with a 22 or 70 HMR silencer. It's the MD45, and it's very small, very compact in design. Then we have for the most common calibers the 184, the 224, and the WD60. Those are good for calibers like 308, 30-06, 8x75 IS, for example.
All right.
And then it can be bigger, you know, like for calibers like 300 Win Mag or 338 Lapua Magnum.
Almost takes up all the stage.
Then we have to use something like that. That's the Whisper series.
Before we go into the most famous silencers of Hausken, Beatrice, I want to ask you, why is it that almost every hunter that I ever spoke to, once he or she used a silencer, they don't want to go back? What are the advantages of using a silencer from your point of view?
I made the decision to buy a silencer because of my gun dogs. I'm a real gun dog fan.
Okay.
I have 2 Dachshunds and I love to have them on the stand with me. And I can wear ear protection, but my dogs can't.
That's right.
Yes, and because of that, I bought my first silencer. And after that, I really made...
You also noticed, you told me
Yes.
earlier, different advantages.
Yes, concerning the time when you shoot. You have less of recoil, and
Yes.
I had with my short rifle a big problem without a silencer with a big muzzle flash.
Yes.
When I hunted at night on wild boar, and the silencer put the recoil down,
Yes.
and I didn't have any muzzle flash later then.
So, Marcus, less recoil, less sound, less muzzle flash. Seems like they're all important, but how do you guys put everything in one equation? It seems to be that in order to have a really balanced product, you really have to have manufacturing know-how. How do you guys go about this?
Well, Hausken achieved a great combination of lightweight, compact design and suppression. And this is because of the aluminum body and aluminum inside. It's sophisticated.
It is sophisticated, and I was wondering, when we talk about the portfolio, I also wanted to ask, what are the most famous silencers that Hausken is, well, basically selling, right? Is it the Light Extreme, or what is it?
The Light Extreme is part of it, but it's not the most common silencer. I would say in Germany we have very many hunters who shoot the 308 or 30-06.
Yeah,
and
common calibers, right?
They use the 184 Extreme or the 224 Extreme. Those who are at 30-06 or 8x75 IS, they may use the WD60, which is a little bit bigger but a little bit better.
Beatrice, I wanted to ask you, because now we're talking about silencers. Yesterday, actually, I don't know what day it was, yesterday, I was talking to RWS Hunting, and we were talking about, well, driven hunt ammunition, short rifle. It seems like barrels are getting shorter because everyone wants a silencer. But we also figured out with your colleagues that, all right, now the ammunition really has to go the extra mile in order to fulfill stuff like velocity, energy in the wild game. But all in all, it seems like it has become not only a trend anymore, but a standard that barrels have gotten shorter and people are using muzzle devices such as silencer. Would you say that is true from your point of experience?
The trend is absolutely true. I also had a short rifle, but the reason because of that was because I'm not the tallest hunter. I'm a small one.
To me, you're a normal height, by the way.
Yes, the first person.
He's the weird guy. I'm just joking.
And when I was hunting with silencer, I didn't think that the problem is really the weight on the top of the barrel.
Okay.
Because you always have the chance to rest your barrel somewhere. When you go stalking, you can carry a stick with you. When you go on a stand, you always have the stand to put your barrel down. And even on driven hunt, you can be standing and put the barrel
on the barrel?
Yes, so you don't have to carry it the whole time. And even if you have a very lightweight silencer, like the Light Extreme that I have, you can go mountain hunting and it's no problem.
No problem, because every gram counts, right?
Yes.
Because grams become kilos. So now that we've observed the trend that silencers have gotten more and more, well, I wouldn't say popular, but basically the standard in hunting, because everyone who used it want to have the advantages, less recoil, less sound, less muzzle flash. So Marcus, I can imagine that many people come to you and ask, well, then what Schalldämpfer? Then what silencer am I supposed to go with?
Yeah, exactly. I get this question all the time.
Is that an easy question?
Not at all.
Spoiler, it's
the most difficult one. So it depends on various things like barrel length, the philosophy of use. Are you a hunter on a stand or a driven hunt, or do you go to the range every now and then? What caliber are you shooting? You know, there are many things.
Many different factors.
Yes, many factors, and it's not easy to say use this or that.
So there's no definite answer.
No.
So once people have made up their mind, they know, all right, what caliber, how many shots do I want to shoot? It has to be over barrel or on barrel, right? Depending on the muzzle length, the barrel length, excuse me. Well, let's say they figured everything out. Silencers are an investment. They're not cheap because they need to be good. Of course, they need to be affordable, but, well, they put money on the table. So now they're wondering, how long does it last? Well, how long does it last?
It depends.
I love there's like no definite answer for silencers.
There are many mistakes you can do, and most common mistake is to leave the silencer on the barrel and put the gun away, because the silencer cools down and gets wet on the inside, and that's not good for the material, not at all.
Okay.
And so you have to unscrew it from the barrel every time you have gone to hunting or to the shooting range, and dry it. You have to air it and dry it, and you can even disassemble it.
Which is possible with the Hausken
Which is
series.
possible with the Hausken, with every Hausken we are offering. And then you're good. The most important thing is, don't let it on the barrel.
Yes.
Don't shoot until it's hot.
Okay.
And then you're good to go.
Beatrice, from your point of experience, would you say that, because this also dives in the community part where there's a lot of myth about silencers. So would you say that hunters now, or well, everyone who uses it, would you say that the level of education has risen to a level where everyone knows how to maintain a silencer?
I think every hunter knows.
Okay.
Things like you have to separate the silencer from your gun when you put it in a safe. But sometimes people are a bit lazy.
Yes, sir.
If you
Yes,
come home at night, 3 a.m., you just want to go to sleep and put everything in a safe, close the door. Yeah, but...
Be honest, has this ever maybe happened to yourself?
This really not.
Okay.
But I had a different problem. I have a break action rifle with a silencer, and I always put the silencer separate when I put them in the safe. But I didn't clean the silencer for a few weeks, months, and when I closed the gun, ashes fell through the barrel into where my bullet was, and that was like, okay, good, I've learned from it, I'll never do it again. Now I'm cleaning my silencer always when I'm cleaning my rifles.
I have to admit, I myself, I probably made every mistake that you can make with a silencer. I could have used this panel like 3 years ago, but no, educated, thanks to you guys. By the way, speaking of thanks, thank you so much for appearing on the show. We are going to let you go with another very cool video of Hausken. Thank you for making the time to appear on stage. And we are off with said video.